The City of Angels is black and gold. You are listening to the Heart of LAFC podcast. And now, Joseph Zacher.
Greetings, Los Angeles. Welcome to episode 420 of the Heart of LAFC podcast. That's right. We are back to business in the mix. Tony and Bam are here. Of course, I'm back as well. Araceli should be back next episode, we're hoping. Yeah, that's right. Crew's back in the mix. It's on. It's live. Happy New Year, too. So, we missed a lot, that's for sure, in our extended vacation. More than you could even say. But yeah, LAFC is getting ready. They've got games coming up very, very quickly, right? With Champions League. Preseason games are right upon us now. Team is back in training. So if they're back in training, we got no excuse. We got to get back in the mix too. So that is why we are back. Got to follow the boys on their path for the 2026 season. Before we get into it, of course, got to welcome the boys back on. Bam, how are you doing tonight?
Doing all right. Hope everyone had a great Christmas and a New Year. The extended time off was quite well. Got to reset, relax. Got to celebrate 16 years with my partner while we're away. So a bit scary. Been a long time, but we get there. Hopefully it can be a eventful season coming up. Some interesting stuff's happened, but we'll talk about that later on with signings and all that. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Just counting down to when I fly over. I'm looking forward to that as well.
And World Cup, all that fun stuff. But yes, Bam in the mix, coming back here not once, but twice. Yeah, that's right. We're going to see Bam a lot more stateside, which is always amazing. Always brilliant. So yes, sooner the better, of course. Tony over there, well rested over the break, slowly getting back in time for the new season here. How are you doing, Tony?
I'm doing pretty well. It's been a very long off season. It feels very short. It's like I feel long but short, as in just news and everything. So it's kind of crazy, but excited to go back to the stadium when eventually comes back. But other than that, doing all right.
There it is. Yes, that is definitely the vibe. Like I said, we're warming up just like the club's warming up. I think the biggest thing, of course, to talk about over the break was the beginning of the Dos Santos era. Running training, bringing in his own staff, some changes that I think were a little surprising for some of us, but in the grand scheme of things, not too surprising in terms of development, right? And one's career, of course, that is Ante Razov leaving the club, right? With the new group coming in. I'm just going to say, thank you for your service to the club. I wish he was still here, to be honest. Yeah, amazing player, great coach. No, he's going to do well wherever he ends up. So, yeah, thank you, Ante. Bam, you want to add anything to it about Ante leaving the club?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting with him not around anymore. He's been a prominent figure in the coaching staff, but onto hopefully bigger and better things for him. We'll see how he goes with his new assignment, and wish him best of luck. That's what he can really do.
There it is. And of course, from that new staff, we've seen some familiar faces in MLS, adding in some actually the same coaching staff. So it's interesting to see who's coming in. Of course, this is Dos Santos's ship, right? He's got to bring the guys that he trusts into this. And so, yes, back in training and everything's going. Now, Tony, you saw the signings. You saw who's coming to lead this thing. Your thoughts on Dos Santos and his crew?
It seems promising. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm not surprised. Again, it's JT's crew is the best way to say it. I know it's Dos Santos' crew, but with some input from him. But JT's, running the show, getting everything ready and set. So I'm not too surprising with Razov leaving. Wish him the best of luck. I knew it was around his time. It's one of those things of like, which sibling do you pick, and which sibling needs to go find his new home and make a name for himself. So best of luck to him and everything he does. But other than that, it's just kind of crazy. Like even the signings, I'm like kind of as well.
Yeah, there's nothing blockbuster quite yet. We're hoping there's a reason for that, but yeah, some squad type players is what we've seen. Nothing that's game changing. I know our most recent, we brought in Tyler Boyd. We have some experience with him, of course. He has hurt us at times. Played well for the Galaxy, played well for Nashville. Got him on waivers, of course. Of course, he did play for 2 national teams, right, Bam? So he's kind of got an interesting past. I'm gonna go to you on Bam on this one, Bam. Thoughts on Boyd joining the club?
For his injury record and his age, I'm not thrilled. That part I'm not thrilled about. There's other reasons why I'm not going to really like him that much. Deciding to, 2014 get called up to the New Zealand national squad after 5 games, go, nah, and then 2019 get called up for the USA national squad. Again, he hasn't been that much prominent in them since then. So I don't understand why he decided to make that change, because he could have done a lot more in New Zealand. But, to me, that shows that he's not that dedicated to playing well for the club or for the national team at least. So for me, with his past injuries, like he was out for almost 400 days with a ACL tear, I'm just not sure how he's going to bounce back. Being 31, it's hard to bounce back from, and I'm not too confident with that signing.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the thought was, well, we have a very busy schedule with Champions League, Champions Cup, and we need to have some depth in all positions. And this is one of the guys. Well, I don't think we're going to be using him every week, week in and week out, because of his current situation. But he has a good skill set, timely goals. We could use him as a utility man, and I think that's more of what they're going for. But yes, it is a risk, right? He's coming off of major injury, has not been playing that long after that injury, and 31, not a spring chicken. Tony,
Like, don't get
what are your thoughts
me
on
wrong.
Oh yeah, go for it.
I 100% hope that he proves me wrong. I want to be proven wrong straight away. But for his age, going by just what's there, I'm not happy about the signing.
It's pretty mid. Yeah, I mean, and again, it's again roster filling. That's what this is. Can he do something when he's healthy and he's on the field? Yeah, he definitely can. We just don't know what we're gonna get. It's a gamble, that's for sure. Tony, your thoughts on Boyd coming to the club?
It's gonna be the same thing with our midfielder which was can we trust him? Is he a opt agent? What is going on? It's gonna take a lot for, again, the fan base and supporters to get behind this. Yes, it's one of those things. Again, Boyd, as we were talking earlier, has hurt us a lot in previous games, and again, it's always weird to see the enemy just jump ship over here on both sides. So I don't know. Well, it's overall good signing. Again, I wish we got a different Nashville free agent, but that's just me.
Yeah, or a certain San Jose free agent that ended up going to Nashville anyways after all these moves. So yeah, I think it was kind of a settled kind of thing with games coming up quick. Now, the other face that comes in from Nashville, of course, is Jacob Schaffelberg. Interesting signing, especially knowing that now he's going to be on the mend for a bit before the season even starts. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But yeah, he's down and out for now. Got to recover. Long-term thoughts on him? It's kind of strange. Tony, your thoughts on Jacob Schaffelberg?
It's I don't know. I don't want to say it, but it's just like it seems like a lateral move is the best way to say it, just because we have Ordaz, who's kind of similar to how he plays. Not as I don't want to say similar, but just like the same kind of player, because again, we have two speedy players and good pace players on the, in the middle and on the other side, and then you have just something out there that's kind of something that we already have with also Martinez and then Ordaz as well. And then again, the Espinoza and then natural upgrades really with Espinoza with that. So it's just like, why didn't we try to go Espinoza if we were looking at the same position?
Right. If you're gonna have an older, experienced player, get a game changer. Get a game changer. We didn't quite get that here. Now I know he does produce pretty well when he is healthy, and it didn't cost us a whole lot to get him. So that too, and he is only 26 years old. So there's some years there still. Forward can play all sides, I guess, and also can play wing back. We're hearing, so it'd be the third option as a wing back. When we've got pretty decent depth there, but yeah, that's also it. It's the utility side of things. Other than that, I mean, we've got youngsters that we've signed. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Let's see, we got Cabral Carter coming in from LAFC 2, Matt Evans getting the promotion from LAFC 2. That's Ponciano coming in too, LAFC 2 from the academy. So again, it's just background stuff. Now we've lost some people, yes, but not something that's going to be a game breaker for us. It's just we're waiting for that call, right? I know we've had one rumored player, but now that sounds like it might not happen. Bam, or no, Tony, you were telling me, right? We have this one rumored player that might not actually be happening.
No, it's one of the rumor players. If you again, it's in all the socials, and you can see it that he was on his way out here, and then in the last minute or midnight oil or whatever you want to call it, is just French team came up and tried to negotiate with him to stay with them. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, and that would be for an attacking midfielder, which we've needed forever. Not a playmaker type, just an attacking midfielder. Other than that, I think certain needs haven't quite been addressed yet. Bam. I know we talk every year about the guys we need. Well, what's still missing as we go into this preseason?
For me, it's defense. We need to get some more defense up there. Now, that being said, I did see a former player mutually terminate his contract today.
Ooh.
Kellen Acosta.
Yeah. So the rumor for him is that he's heading to Europe.
Finally.
Yeah. Poland is what I heard. So
interesting.
Yeah.
I just saw that. Yeah, that him in the club terminated the contract. So I'm like, oh, that would be a good get. But if he's going to Europe, 100%. It's just be interesting. For me, it's we need more defensive players. That's where we've got players in there, but they have a brain fart or they do get injured. Especially in that area is where we get most of our injuries. So we need to get some young, fit players for that position.
Agreed. Now, for the defensive side, I'll name off who's currently on roster. Let's see if they're actually going to be able to play. Porteous, definitely going to be ready to go. Diaz, reserve. Smolikov, well, that's your left back option, right? Nielsen, promising, but young. De La Valle, yeah, injured forever. We don't know what's going on with him. Palencia, you know where he's going to be. Right back, right wing back. Aaron Long coming off of a massive injury. Is he going to be ready in time for the season? What are we going to see here? Tony, your thoughts on Long? You think he's going to be ready to go?
He should be. He's not going to. I don't think he's going to be like in full force, full season when he starts. I think it's going to take a couple games to get all the rust out of everything. Because again, he's been gone for a minute. He's going to be, well rested, but the rust is a big thing. So I expect him to do well, but not the long that we saw at the pretty much before the injury.
Yeah. So it's again gambling there. Of course, after that, Hollingshead, we know where he belongs. We know how that works with him and Smolikov. Eddie Segura, yeah, he's still here, guys, the longest serving player. And then Nico Tafari. So I was really, really hoping we were going to get more of a stud center back to work with what we currently have, someone to take charge. Yes, Porteous has been great. Long is great when he's healthy, but another guy, right, to really take charge. There was a chance to go for Walker Zimmerman. He ended up in Toronto. We were really hoping with the Long being here that would, push him our way, but it didn't. So yeah, we're still addressing it in the defense. That's for sure. Do you guys have anybody on the shopping list that you're thinking of for center back that's even feasible at this point?
If the money's right, I would say Tristan Blackman. Like, he hasn't fully committed to Vancouver, especially with Zimmerman there, but that might entice him. That might have been the move to keep him there. But posting palm trees, the saying he might be going to Miami, but with palm trees, you never know. That could be LA as well.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors for him are kind of swirling. They are. There's something there. So maybe he comes back here. We don't know. That would be huge for us if that does happen. That would kind of cement it there. Of course, the midfield situation is still the midfield situation. Jesus is coming right back. We've got number 8 doing what number 8 does. Chouanier got a better contract, so we know that's happening. Midfield looks solid except for one thing, a creative player. That's something we've asked for 5 years now. Tony, how long have we been just kind of pining for that kind of player?
Since day one.
Yeah, which doesn't seem to be the focus of the system. So yeah, there's that. I know an attacking midfielder was rumored to be heading our way. Now it's not, but he wasn't a playmaker. He was kind of a rush at the defense kind of guy, and then leave the ball off when they collapse in on him. That's what he does, or he just takes it and does his own thing. But not a guy who's going to ping the ball around, control tempo with his passes, and kind of find the outlets, relieve pressure as needed. That's not what he is. So yeah, still hunting, still in the search. Up top, again, I think we've addressed it again. Right wing seems to be by committee. The other 2 spots locked in. Abobase is your backup as your center forward. That's going to be the story again. So yeah, you got Schaffelberg, you got Boyd. Now Martinez or Daz, right? I mean, those are the faces you're seeing at the wing, and who's going to take it, who might get sold in the process. I mean, it seems like we're pretty heavy on one side of that. Do you guys think there's going to be a move, Bam, or somebody departing maybe?
I think there's a chance someone might depart. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. If they do depart, I hope it's not down south, for the pure fact that a lot of players that go down south, like I've seen it go from the MLS, are there a year, 2, and then come straight back to MLS to another side.
Yeah,
which
that happens.
It happens a lot more than what you would hope it would happen. So if they do depart, I wouldn't mind seeing a move to Europe, but we'll see what happens there.
Right, and then y'all heard about Bogus and all the stuff going on with him and Cruz Azul. Definitely heading out. We just don't know where yet. But we miss that guy. That's for sure. So that's what's going on with the roster. We're still waiting and seeing, just like you guys. The rumors are there, then the rumors fade. I'm sure there's going to be a couple more signings. There has to be before the season starts. We know how explosive this team can be. And just a little bit more. We need a little bit more. That's for sure. Other things that, of course, are the preseason and how quickly the preseason is coming. It's kind of shocking, right? January 20th. How many days away is that? That's right, 5 days away. The boys are back on the field against the FC Bayern U23s closed door session. Dang it. I'm not holding my breath for the invite, I know. But yeah, under 23s, closed door, got it. After that, only 4 days later, it's OCSC, closed door. Then the 28th, it'll be against Portland. Oh yeah, closed door. Maybe we're gonna see a former player there. And then February 4th, San Jose, closed door. And then finally, our presentation to the public will be against NYCFC at the Coachella Valley Invitational. That's right, heading out to the desert. February 8th. Yeah, if you want to head out there, I think tickets are already being sold for that. But only one game at the Invitational, surprisingly enough. And then, of course, in the mix in an actual tournament against CD España. So yeah, it's on. We got a home and away. We got away and a home, I should say, on the road again on the 17th, and then back home on the 24th. 2 legs make it happen. So that is what's going on. That is why things are getting set up so quickly here, and there's a rush to have depth in positions, which I think is why we made those moves. Bam, looking at that preseason schedule, it's kind of hard for us to make an assessment because it's all closed door. But they got enough games in, you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like something like Bayern Munich under 23. That'd be cool if it wasn't closed doors. San Jose closed door, Timbers closed door. Yeah, okay. Orange County, if that was open to the public, that would be cool because we have played them before. We've been on their podcast. We've had some of them over on us too, and they seem like a bunch of good boys down there.
Yep.
Coachella, New York City, yay. That's not that much to get excited for. We'll be playing them early on in the season because our game against them got moved.
Yeah.
So playing them then and then playing them earlier on in the season is just like cool, whatever. But for me, and this is just me, I'm getting a little bit over playing other MLS teams closed doors pre-seasons.
Yeah, you'd like one showcase, right?
Well, not a showcase. It's play some more USL teams. Play,
True.
Hell, play against some of the Canadian Premier League teams we don't see.
Right. Something different.
Yeah. Or hell, do a tour to Australia.
I mean, I've seen teams do it against national teams that are in camp. So, I mean, it happens. I've seen teams go against college teams, right? Because you just want to get the run out. So, yeah, it's rather interesting to see how it plays. Again, we're not going to know much. You're going to hear reports. That's what we're going to see. Maybe there's going to be some random highlight that comes out. But until NYCFC, we're going to see what experiments the new staff is up to. And that might be why it's also private is Mr. Dos Santos needs to get what he needs out of this. The results aren't really going to matter because he's trying to play whatever system he wants to add in. But we kind of already know the spirit of the club already. So you're not going to do a whole much different. But that might be it as too, is a little bit of secrecy for the sake of building a team up and a roster. So, and it could be a lot of invitation players too, is the other thing, right, Tony? I mean, we've seen it where random faces show up playing in these games. Nobody knows who the heck they are, and it's somebody trialing. So, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We've seen it. And then we hear the reports, so no one can see how they actually play, and it doesn't get our hopes up. But the reports are there. Like, just show up, hear some certain things, and that's what happens. But
yeah. So that's where we're at. We're playing the waiting game like you. For those heading to Honduras on the 17th, good on you guys, man. That's going to be a journey, a lot like Costa Rica. Now, if we do get through that first round, we'll be heading to Costa Rica again. Yeah, that's right. Against the team we've already played down there. But yeah, that is a possibility. And of course, then the season comes quickly after that. Now, I do see a couple comments from the faithful. I want to see what everybody's up to on there. Definitely add in, guys, on your expectations for the club, thoughts so far, development-wise. Where are you at on this? Let's see where we are here. Of course, let's see. We got it's Jibble. He says, "Yo, he's in the mix." Says he's excited to be back. Burke. Hey, Burke. He says, "What's up, gents? Glad I'm here for episode 420." Yeah, that could have an effect on the final club minute. Just saying. But yeah, episode 420. So there you go. Q is on as well. He says, well, Happy New Year's to y'all. Yep, I know we kind of shocked you by jumping back on again, but we're here. And he says, off topic. Bam, any thoughts on the OFC Pro League? Are y'all excited for the Rollins Stadium for LAFC 2? That stadium is small, but man, it feels like you're really in the game. Good thoughts on that one. That's for sure. Bam, fire away.
For the OFC tournament, for those who don't know what it is, it's the OFC Pro League, so Oceania Football Confederation Pro League. The fact that there's an Australian team in there, seeing that technically Australia is part of the Asia now, is interesting, but it's got to be cool. Like you got, so you got Auckland FC representing, obviously the North Island of New Zealand. You've got Bulla FC, which is representing Fiji. PNG Hikari FC, obviously for Papua New Guinea. You got Solomon Kings FC, representing the Solomon Islands. You also have Vanuatu United FC, who, look them up. Their logo that they're using is amazing. We've got Tahiti United. You got South Island United, which is representing the South Island of New Zealand. It was interesting when the teams got announced because Wellington Phoenix also put in a bid but got denied. But
wow,
a brand new team, South Island United, got approved. So you have a brand new A-League team in Auckland get approved, but I can't say OG because there was another team before them, but we got Wellington Phoenix got denied. So it's interesting. The games actually kick off tomorrow. Is the first match. First match is 1 p.m. my time between Vanuatu United FC and Bulla FC. That's 6 p.m. tomorrow night for you guys.
Oh, cool.
And you can watch it on FIFA Plus.
FIFA Plus. Okay. Interesting. That's cool, though. I mean, honestly, that region needs a pro league. It's only going to help things develop. I can't believe, travel's got to be not so great, right? I know he's that close to each other, to be real. Really fascinating. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I got to check out those logos because there's going to be some cool kids. That's for sure. And New Zealand well represented, as they should be, as they're the World Cup representative from the region. So that sounds cool. I like it. Again, anytime there's a new league and something like that, it's totally cool. That's for sure. And then Q, of course, does bring up Rollins Stadium at USC for the new home field, leaving Fullerton. I know, leaving Orange County. OCFC, congratulations. You're not crowded anymore. We're coming back to LA, which, to be honest, I'll be dead honest with you guys, as much as I think Fullerton's great and all, your LAFC 2, it makes sense to be close to home. It just does. Not too far away. The optics are good. They're very good. Tony, your thoughts on Rollins Stadium for LAFC 2?
I kind of already knew that was going to be there from insider knowledge from myself, but it's going to be cool. It's close. Like I said, it's literally a couple minute walk if you want to walk.
It's a walk.
Just to the actual BMO Stadium, so it's not that far if you want to catch a game if you live by there. Of course, Fullerton was further for me again, you know what I mean, which was fun, but it did feel like I was at a high school stadium, far away from the pitch and not too close and not personable, which you kind of want to be with the LAFC too, because it's, this is the young guys. These are the people who are eventually may come up into the league or go into other MLS teams or wherever they go in their careers. But I like the, the small club atmosphere, I guess the best way to say it.
Yeah, and it also improves our relationship with USC, right? Neighbors. So that's good news too. But yeah, I'm with you, Tony. I think proximity is important. As much as we love going to Fullerton, it's important. Yeah. So there's that. Now I know Burke jumped on these bummed about it because, well, it's a 10-minute drive from Titan Stadium for him. For me, living out in the IE, yeah, definitely easier going to Fullerton. But hey, who knows? We'll see what kind of promotions come out of this, and who knows? We'll probably be there at some point. I'm expecting it. I like Q says it's what $20 to park for Rollins, so that's kind of funny too. Welcome to LA. That's expectation. So there you are. Q's also mentioning the OFC league, and he's chosen Vanuatu FC as his official OFC Pro League team, and he takes no arguments against that. So he's made his selection. Bam, I don't think you're going to argue with that.
No, like the logo seems awesome. Vanuatu is a beautiful island nation just off Australia. I've just chucked in the links so you can see all the team names all that in the group onto the page. So highly recommend going there. There's a little bit of stats about the teams and all that kind of stuff. You know what they're hoping to build on and all that. So highly recommend looking into it. And let's be honest, it's another league that starting up. Just sit back and watch. You could find some players that you've never heard of before that can get a big break.
Yeah, that's going to be huge, right? And you're going to see places you've probably never really seen before as well, and gets features that are going to be really neat. So go for it, support it again. Go for it.
It's interesting. So round 1, which kicks off tomorrow, goes from tomorrow up until the 23rd, is all played in New Zealand. Round 2 is all played at the Santos National Football Stadium, which is in Papua New Guinea. Round 3, all games are going to be played in Australia. Round 4, all games in Solomon Islands. And round 5, all games in Fiji.
It sounds almost like a rugby sevens league. Or it's like a tournament.
It does. And each round, every club plays 3 games between. It's a 17-day span of games.
That's cool. That's fun. Well, again, I hope it works out. I really do. For the sake of Oceania, they need this. They really do. This is important. It's a good step for them. So let's hope it's successful. That's for sure. All right. Back to, of course, the club and what's going on. I know there's a little bit of club and community news. Tony, what have you got for us, sir?
Nothing too much crazy, but as it was finally announced and you saw that most SGs have posted, the 3252 Supporters Cup is this Saturday, 9 a.m. Can Little Brad can BA make it 6-time world champion or of the Supporter Cup? Well, we shall wait and see, but yeah. That US
some key players have retired.
A lot of players,
yes, Black Army side. So it's kind of a revamped, new look Black Army side. Could someone get the crown? We shall see. We shall see. And where's it being played at, Tony?
US in Norwalk at US 5 Soccer Center.
The traditional venue. There you go. Cool.
So if you have some free time on Saturday and want to like get together for the first time for most of us in the SGs all together at 1, it's going to start at 9 and till the end of the tournament, and we'll see who's crowned champion.
There you go. Nice. So best of luck to everybody playing in the tournament. Get back healthy. We need you in the North End. So I think that's the big goal. Everybody got out healthy and they're ready to go. So yeah, have fun, guys. That's for sure. And definitely go support it. A lot show up for it. So yes. All right. On the Black and Gold Vinyl Club minutes, do we have any nominees today? Tony with the raised hand. He was first. Go for it, man.
No, I'll go for Bam. We'll see. I want to see if Bam chose the same thing. So go for Bam.
No. I've gone completely different to you. Completely different.
You go first, sir.
So I'm going to take us back to the year 2000. I'm going to go with a Australian band.
Whew.
Good. So they're an Australian rock band called 28 Days, and their song "Rip It Up." Because this year I want us to get out there and rip it up.
There we go. Dude, Tony looks like he was worried. Genuinely
'Cause-
worried.
No, Tony. I know what you're thinking, Tony. And if you look at Tony, you should know.
Oh, not this one. No. We're not going. No. Because of the episode. Because of the episode,
Okay.
I won't do that. Yes, we could go with cult of personality or but we're going back 2000s again. A little song that wasn't supposed to be a hit and was just supposed to be fun and became one of the biggest hits of 2000 for my childhood and high school career. From the same title of the album, from Mr. Afro Man, Because I Got High.
Well, there you go. I get you. Good choice. I guess since it's the 420 vibe, I'm gonna have to throw Sublime into the mix because why would you not? But yeah, name an album, right? The reference will always be there. I think for me, my choice probably for album in this case would probably be 40 Ounces to Freedom would be my favorite from them. I know. There you go. So I'll go with that one. I was big into Sublime back in the day, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, that's a good one. Even though you're older and do like Robin the Hood or something like that, have fun with it. Can't go wrong. That's for sure. So there's we go. Mentions the 420 vibe. Yes.
Seeing you mention Sublime, they are touring in Australia in April, but they're playing in Melbourne on a Wednesday night.
So you're going to Melbourne on a Wednesday, aren't you?
That's a weird night to go see Sublime. Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't got tickets yet because the tickets are $135 each.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Again, it's cool. The way the band is now kind of reformed, it's kind of perfect. So I'll just say that.
Yeah.
It's as best as you can get.
It's
So,
the closest you
go,
can get.
Yeah, as close as you can get. That's for sure. So yeah, that's good stuff. That's for sure. If you make it Bam cool on you, Thursday is gonna be rough. I'll just say that. So yeah. So that's our music. There you go. Of course, so you guys know the FIFA draw is coming up very quickly here. I guess we're locked in. If you put your bids in, you made your choices, it's just locked in, I think, on Friday or whatever. So may the odds be in your favor if you're going to spend $8 million on tickets. Dang World Cup. And of course, the Olympics are now taking registration. There'll be football there played at the Rose Bowl. So that's out there too. Good luck with that as well. All right. So on that note, I think we've got things covered for this week. Anybody else want to add in before we call it a night? There we go. All right. So on that note, we're going to give our final comments of the day. Yes, we'll be back with you guys next week, probably with a much longer episode, a more formulated roster, and we're talking for actual football. So yeah, that's right. Tony, I'll give it to you first. Final comments of the day.
Final comments of the day is just take care of each other. It's been a very crazy times that we're living in general on both sides. I feel like communication and key and just overall education is also another thing that needs to be, I feel like, the put into words. Is just like learn your history. Like I remember as a kid just learning about history as my uncle yelled at me for watching cartoons late at night. He put the History Channel when the History Channel was the History Channel. Let's be real.
Not just about aliens.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot about Roman empires, the Roman Empire, Greek mythology, the beginning of time, also the world wars, each one of them. So and just learning from that made me a little bit smarter and a little bit try not to repeat the past. So yeah, just learn to have conversation, learn to educate yourself, and learn from mistakes in the past.
Well said, sir. Bam, your final thoughts.
Final thoughts. foremost, it's great to be back with you boys. Shame Araceli couldn't be here, but she didn't want to be with us today because she had other stuff to do.
Kind of important stuff. Oh, yeah.
Is it though? Is it? But yeah, hopefully we'll get her back on here soon. To everyone in the comments, it's great seeing you all again. Although it was a bit longer than what we thought it would be, it still doesn't seem like it was long enough. So it's great to have that break and get back on here as we always do. Tony, congratulations on the number 1 draft pick in next year's NFL draft. While my Broncos are still going on.
You mean your anime girl Broncos? Let's get that straight. You're winning on the power of anime. Not because of you guys are good. It's the power of anime. And for the first time, I'll say this. I hope PETA responds to you guys or the horse anime, because when they do, you guys lose. But yes,
Dang,
Fernando.
like that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's great being back with you boys, having this banter, having this fun, and all that kind of stuff. Going on with what Tony says, enjoy yourselves. History does repeat itself. Let's not try and have it repeat so soon. Get out there, have conversations, but not only do you talk to someone, listen to that person as well. You being there to listen can help them as well. Again, I'll say this all last year. I'm going to say it all this year. I'm going to say it all next year. I'm going to say it all the time. Mental health matters. It's okay to not be okay. There is help out there. Help from your friends, help from your family, or if you don't feel like talking to them. For those in the LA area, you got the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health. They have helplines for you. Their phone numbers are 800-854-7771. Or if you don't feel like calling them, you can text them on 988. You can call them that number, text them, or there's an online chat at dmh.lacounty.gov. Get on that if you do need it, because you are wanted in this life.
Without a doubt. Thank you, Bam. And I will piggyback on that. We're here for you guys. We are a community. Black and Gold community has always been here. It's been strong. It's looked out for each other. We'll continue to do that. Please do that. Again, in times like these, in chaos like we're living in right now, there's a huge risk of people feeling a bit small, a bit isolated. Just remember that you are not. We are all a force in this world. We all have a chance to do things right in this world. And we do have the chance to help others when they are in need and speak up as well. So use your voice, use your heart, look out for each other. That is ultimately how a community survives through thick and thin, and be resilient. Every day that you breathe is another beautiful day. So highs and lows of it, you're still here, and that's what matters most. On that note, we'll give our final word. Tony. Tony.
Stay gold in Los Angeles.
He did say it. Yes. Okay. Bam. Final word.
Stay golden.
Be happy I didn't forget you. I kid. And for me to all of you, stay golden, Los Angeles.
Thank you for listening to the Heart of LAFC. Make sure to leave us a rating and review on iTunes or Stitcher. Shoulder to shoulder, the black and gold is taking over.